Hello, I'm LuNEJuNE, and in today's video, I'll be summarizing everything that was added and changed in the newest random dice update, update 8.9.0. I have made a video about it yesterday about the new co-op changes, and from that video, I think I've shifted my view on the changes slightly. I could be talking about it in this video, but I will be dedicating that to some time else when I actually try out the new co-op game mode. Anyway, let's dive into the review. Starting off, we got a new dice this update, and it's called the Forge dice. Forge dice's description states as follows: enhances attack value by using other forging dice on the field as materials, evolving at certain power levels to gain bonus effects. Power-up success probability decreases with higher levels. If power-up fails, it gains bonus probability equal to the number of dots on the used dice. Essentially, Forge dice is a dice that enhances its attack capability when forging multiple Forge dice. It's kinda hard to explain as the gimmick is common in Korean RPG and grindy games such as MapleStory, but basically there is a percentage chance of leveling up your Forge dice by sacrificing other Forge dice. It's not actually forging the dice together or anything, it's just enhancing by sacrificing resources. So don't think of it as merging two dice together to make a better dice. It's just a gambling dice that requires pips. Also, if the quote-unquote forging fails, you get to gain whatever sacrifice forge pip converted into percentage. If you sacrifice a 5 pip and it fails, you will get an additional 5% chance to your next forge. Keep in mind, this sounds absurd and is one of the main reasons why so many people hate this gimmick / mechanic in games. At level 5 Forge, you get 30% more attack speed. At level 9, you get plus 50 attack increase rate. At level 13, Forge dice gets AoE damage. At level 17, you get 50% attack speed as well as 100 attack increase rate per level, I think. At level 21, you get 200 attack increase rate and increased size of the AoE impact area. I'm not too sure about this dice. I really hate the enhanced mechanic of this dice as it's way too gambly in my opinion. If the damage well enough makes up for it, then my thoughts will shift. Also, I don't think I understand what attack increase rate means. Is it increasing the value of the damage each level, or I don't know. If you want to get your hands on the new Forge dice early, there is a limited time event where you can buy these enhanced diamond chests that contains 20% chance of getting a Forge dice. This is probably the best bet in terms of getting the Forge dice, but it is still rather expensive. Moving on to the most controversial update ever in random dice, at least in my opinion, the co-op revamp update. We haven't had a co-op update in 2 years, and this really changes everything. First off, challenge co-op is now gone permanently. This means you no longer have to suffer against Berserk Leons and Knights to get that 1.5 times multiplier boost to card gains. Second, holy they changed a lot about this game mode. They made the monster HP and speed increase as well as card acquisition rates. This in turn makes games last shorter while also trying to keep the same card gains as before. This also doesn't happen gradually like in PvP, but rather in specific waves. At wave 112, you get 2 times the cards and more HP and speed on mobs and bosses. Starting at 501, you get 3 times, 1001, 4 times, and lastly 1500 waves in, you get 5 times the original amount. The bosses were also altered to match this change, and now will have its ability cooldown reduced. Not sure if I like this boss change, but we'll see what happens. Also, we now no longer can get co-op tickets by spending gems or watching ads. They will simply just give it to us for free every 5 hours. This doesn't apply when the player is in a co-op game, however, because the timer will simply stop when the player joins a match. Initially, when I first watched the preview video, I thought they were going to completely remove the ticketing system and make sure that we only play 4 co-op games a day. This change is still bad for hardcore random dicers, but I think this is a way better change as I don't play more than maybe 4 games per day if I really feel grindy. Also, in addition to this change, we don't lose our co-op tickets if we die before wave 111 when the cards start coming in doubles. I think this is to ensure that beginners have a chance of farming frequently instead of waiting 5 hours for each ticket. I thought this change was awful, but turns out it might not be as bad. I gave some thoughts while editing the video that I uploaded yesterday and came to my conclusion that it is overall better this way, as nothing pretty much changes at all. Yeah, the match will be shorter, thus you might have to actually play the game more often and actively, which I don't like, but this makes better card gains per time spent in the game. I still don't prefer the bosses being stronger, as slime was already a limiting factor, but still, it's not that bad of a change. Probably the least impactful update of this update, Gold Wave. Gold Wave event is back, and I am not going to explain what it is. You can just check my other Gold Wave videos if you want to know more about it. However, I will talk about the new Berserk difficulty that was added to the game mode. Gold Waves used to be separated by difficulty that ranged from easy, medium to hard. Now with the addition of the Berserk difficulty, players who want to challenge themselves can use this new mode to do so. In addition to Berserk mode, gold monsters will now have special debuffs that hinder your success that varies depending on your selected difficulty of the game mode. Also, apparently they added gold points, which you can buy special goods and resources in the event shop. That is pretty much it for this update. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to see my live reaction to the co-op changes and my first thoughts, watch this video to see more. Comment down below what you think of this new update, and I will see you all next time.